Good evening and welcome to 30th Street Park here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania for this evening's game between the Baltimore-Washington Grasshoppers and the Philadelphia Brown Trousers. At this time, I'll introduce the starting lineup and batting order for the visiting Baltimore-Washington Grasshoppers. Batting first, the third baseman, number 16, Pope Lactavius III. Batting second, the second baseman, number 27, Coke Can Lloyd. Batting third, the shortstop, number 2, Jake Steakhouse. Batting fourth, the center fielder, number 5, Grumbly Parker. Batting fifth, the right fielder, number 41, Truss Grundleson. Batting sixth, the first baseman, number 3, Dollop O'Daisy. Batting seventh, the left fielder, number 11, Rip Quails. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 14, Piano Legs Johnson. And batting ninth, the pitcher, number 18, Art Hell. And let's give a good brotherly love welcome to the Philadelphia Brown Trousers. Here are your Brown Trousers taking the field for this evening's game. The left fielder, number 6, Willie Pregnant. The center fielder, number 48, Greek Barlow. The first baseman, number 2, Murky Goodbar. The second baseman, number 12, Pickles Dillhoffel. The catcher, number 16, Chunky Junkets. The right fielder, number 9, Manuel Crump. The third baseman, number 17, Chunk Dimwitty. The shortstop, number 15, Rash Dealer. And taking the mound for your Philadelphia Brown Trousers, the starting pitcher, number 31, Jefferty Rimps. Hello and good evening. You're listening to Radio WIP, the sounds of Philadelphia, and this is the sounds of the Philadelphia Brown Trousers. We are live on your radio dial from 30th Street Park in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. My name is Mutton Curtis, and the first place Philadelphia Brown Trousers continue their winning ways, looking to put a sweep on with the Baltimore-Washington Grasshoppers. They have taken the first 2 games. Oh, excuse me, they have taken the first game of the series. And leading off by, Pope Lactavius III. Start things off with a walk. Jeffrey Rips on the mound. Was last night's game, the first game back since the first break of the season at the 1/3 mark. Brown Trousers fought off a late comeback to hold on to a 4-3 win. It was 4-1 or 4-0 actually, and the Grasshoppers attempted a spirited comeback, but the Brown Trousers took the win. And so far this season they have Coke Can Lloyd is going to be striking out swinging. We're out number 1. So far the Brown Trousers have won all 3 games that they have played so far this season against the expansion team from the Baltimore-Washington, D.C. area. And that's going to be a fancy Dan to end the inning. Well, Steakhouse hits it right to Dillhoffel, to Dealer, to Goodbar. The end of the inning. Fancy Dan double play brought to you by Fancy Dan for local products for pop in your quaff with Fancy Dan. On the mound today for the Grasshoppers is rookie Art Hell. Faces Willie Pregnant, a 1-on-1 pitch, and he grounds it out to Coke Can Lloyd. Dollop O'Daisy is there to make the catch. Artel is 2-1 this season with an ERA of 4.81, 22 strikeouts to his name, making his 8th start. Gotten the first out of the game for the Grasshoppers so far. Gonna make it 2, getting Grieve Barlow to pop up into foul territory. That was Dollipo Daisy with the catch. Third in the batting order is Murky Goodbar, former New York haberdasher, playing his 2nd season in Philadelphia Brown. Of course, the brown trousers are in there, all white with the brown pinstripes, brown caps and socks. The home attire that is befitting the home team. And the Grasshoppers are in there mint green all over with accents of a very dark greenish blue, perhaps.
That's outside.
Not unlike that you would see in the seas of foreign lands. Pickles Dillhoffel fouls that one off for a 2-1 count. That is high for ball 3, 3-1. Down the middle, watches it go by. It is now an entirely full count, and he swings and a miss. That is strike number 3. Well, 1 hit, 1 runner stranded. Murky Goodbar's single, the only hit of the game so far. We head to the top of the 2nd. The Brown Trousers currently sit top of the tables. With a 3.5 game over 2nd place at the moment. And Grumbly Parker will lead off the rookie sensation. Grumbly Parker's 347 average. He's on with a single. Truss Grundleson, former Brown Trouser, right behind him in the batting order. And the throw not in time. Grundleson, 2 seasons with the Brown Trousers. He's having his best season so far, an RBI double, and it's 1-0 in favor of the visiting side. Grundleson's 21st RBI of the season, his 56th of his career. He's already out-hit. He had more RBIs this season so far than he has in his previous 2 seasons spent in Philadelphia, so the Brown Trousers fans remember him well. Dollipo Daisy, no outs, 1 runner on 2nd. The 2-2 pitches, that was high. Hits it high and into the glove of Willie Pregnant. Too much of a lead-off for Grundleson, but it cannot tag up. 1 away, and it's Rip Quails, a rookie, making his 2nd appearance for the Baltimore-Washington Grasshoppers. He was picked up, played 6 games in Portland, Oregon for the Portland Racket. The new West Coast-based division of the Nursery League, the tryout leagues of sorts. Brought up, he was drafted and brought up. He is going to ground it out right to the pitcher, Jeffrey Rimps. And here is the catcher, Piano Legs Johnson. Rimps is having a struggle to the season. He's 2-3, a 6.34 ERA. He's had ERAs hovering around 4 in his last 2 seasons in Philadelphia. He's going to allow an RBI double for Piano Legs Johnson. It's going to be 2-0 on that one, going all the way back to the wall. And Willie Pregnant was there to recover it. Art held the pitcher. Pops it up to Willie Pregnant, and that brings an end to the top of the 2nd. 2 runs scored off 3 hits. RBI doubles from Truss Grundleson and Piano Legs Johnson, respectively, give the Grasshoppers the early lead. Bottom of the 2nd, starting things off, is Chunky Junkets. And the catcher will lead off with a single, getting just out of reach of the glove of Coke Can Lloyd.
That's outside.
And here is another newcomer, one of the two changes to the side made, Manuel Crump, who will hit into a fielder's choice, so he will be safe at first, but Chunky Junkets out at 2nd, 1 away. Crump on 1st. Crump played 10 games for the Tacoma Smelters where he batted .333, 9 runs batted in 2 home runs, and that's going to be a fancy Dan to end the inning. Chunk Dimwitty struggling so far this season, not having the best of sophomore years here in Philadelphia. That is a double play. Hand side. Top of the third, you're listening to Radio WIP, the sounds of Philadelphia.
That's outside.
And the sounds of the Philadelphia Brown Trousers, that Fancy Dan double play, brought to you by Fancy Dan Follicle Products. They have all the salves, ointments, creams, and treatments to give your hair that shimmer, sheen, glimmer, and gleam. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
See?
Don't be a Mitchell, be a Fancy Dan. Coke Can Lloyd is on. He's back up! He is back up! It is practically a miracle. Jake Steakhouse, and could he make the catch? Is he going to do it?
Yeah.
He has made the catch! Jake Steakhouse pops up to the pitcher, Jeffety Ribs, who looks like he is going to be, well, he is given he leaves the field on his own volition.
You're out.
Grumbly Parker lines it out to Murky Goodbob. The pitcher on the mound now is Golda Harshwinter. One of the two signings at the Philadelphia Brown Trousers alongside Manuel Crump are the 2 changes to the team.
Out.
My goodness, and what an ovation the 30th Street Park crowd has given. And that is a strikeout of Harshwinter. Well, a 1-2-3 inning. Will he pregnant? Gets his the third out. Goodness me. Well, I was a bit distracted by the potential injury, and well, we'll still have to find out how Jeffety Ribs handles that horrible injury. Goodness me. Well, Truss Gunderson does ground it out for out number 1. And we'll try to make some composure. Dolapo Daisy grounds it out to Chunk Dimwitty, makes the throw to Goodbar in time, and this is Rip Quails. Golda Harshwinter played for the Norfolk Whips. Made 4 appearances. In those 7 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts. And did not allow a single earned run. 1 hit allowed. Opponents batted 0-for-3. And the Philadelphia Brown Trousers put a flyer out on Golda Harshwinter. Not disappointed. Well, Wales was the 3rd out. First out, Greep Barlow lines it right out. Murky Goodbar up to the plate, and he will go 1-for-2 today with a line out. Well, ground out, excuse me. There is Pickles Dill Hoffel.
Ball inside.
Fouls it off, and full count, 2 outs. Swing, and if that can drop, that will be a good thing. It goes right to the glove of Rip Quails. Another 1-2-3 inning for the Brown Trousers. The starting pitcher, Jeffety Ribs, if you have just joined us, took a line drive to the facial area. But so far in relief, Golda Harshwinter has kept the Grasshoppers from scoring any additional runs. Piano Legs Johnson leads off here in the bottom of the top of the fifth, excuse me. Bottom of the fourth, top of the fifth. Art Hell is on with a single. His second hit of the season. Don't expect much from pitchers these days, but a big dive from Chunk Dimwitty to attempt to get that foul pop-up. As we're back third time around the order, Popel Octavius III, a .221 batting average. And he's going to pop that up, and it's going to be into the glove of Chunky Junkets in foul territory. 2 outs. Coke Can Lloyd had a single in his last at-bat. Not bad for Hoshwinter so far. 2 innings, 1 hit allowed. It's going to be into the glove of Chunky Junkets. I'm going to say Golda Hoshwinter's current ERA is 9, but that's a bit unfair to say. 2 earned runs from 2 innings pitched. That's a very small sample size. I think we want to wait to see how the season shakes out. But has already made an appearance in the game so far, the second appearance for Golda Hoshwinter.
No.
That being said, Art Hell faces Chunky Junkets for the second time today. Chunky Junkets on with a single to start off the second inning. In his first at-bat, full count and a swing and a miss. Strikeout number 3 for Art Hell. And congratulations, that's number 25 for him on the season. In 7 starts, Art Hell has pitched 33 2/3 innings, so getting past the 5th inning would be above average for him, and he's 2/3 of the way to it. Manuel Crump lines out to Jake Steakhouse. The throw to Dollop O'Daisy is in time. Chunk Dimwitty swings at the first pitch, and it is a pop-up to Coke Can Lloyd, who makes the catch. Excuse me, dropping my clipboard of notes. Beg your pardon and beg your ears' pardons. That's going to find the glove of Manuel Crump in right field. Jake Steakhouse recording the first out here in the top of the 6th. Golda Hoshwinter continues to deal pitches for the Brown Trousers. Going to be asked to go quite long today. And gets another out. There's now 9 batsmen out. 1 hit allowed. And boy, some of these great relief pitcher added to the bullpen for the Brown Trousers. Already had a fantastic performance. They are 22-9 so far this season. They're facing the 17-14 Grasshoppers. That is Grundleson popping out. I think it was Dulhafel. And we head to the bottom of the 6th. Rash Dealer, bottom of the batting order. So we'll see Golda Hoshwinter is technically on deck. Will Golda Hoshwinter bat? Is the question. Already gone 3 strong innings. That's first pitch is going to go right to Rip Wales in left field. The answer is no. It'll be Wallace Gromit coming on. Wallace Gromit has an average of 176 this season. 1 home run, 6 RBIs. Making the appearance in his 21st game. He's going to pop it up for out number 2. And Willie Pregnett, bottom of the 6th, takes strike 1. Doesn't make good contact. It's a ground ball right to Coke Can Lloyd. And boy, Art Hell is dealing hell today. By maybe so bold. We head to the top of the 7th. 2/3 of this game is in the book. The Grasshoppers have a 2-0 lead over the Philadelphia Brown Trousers, thanks to the excellent pitching of Art Hell. And Dick Doodlebick picks the mound. And that's going to be, oh goodness me, a 2-1 pitch. And Dalip O'Daisy has hit it to industry. Three to nothing. The Grasshoppers extend their lead. Dalip O'Daisy's 4th home run of the season. RBI number 15 for him. And with Rip Quails to the plate now, 0-2 today. They're looking for his first Continental League hit. After batting .389 in 6 games for the Portland Rackets. It's not going to be this one because Dilhaffel retrieves the ground ball, throws it to Goodbar. 1 away. Doodlebick has that's now the 4th home run this season Doodlebick has allowed in 17 games. It's actually a very rare occasion. Doodlebick has been fantastic. A 1-0 record, 1 save, a 5.31 ERA, 10 strikeouts in 20 and a third innings pitched. Only the 4th home run he has allowed this season. Well, Artel will go back to the mound in the bottom of the 7th, it looks like, as he is batting, and he's going to pop that one high up into the air. Looks like it should be an easy one for Crump, and Manuel Crump makes the catch. Well, another run is on the board for the Baltimore-Washington Grasshoppers. A home run hit by Dalip O'Daisy, the first baseman. His 4th of the season. That home run brought to you by industry brand colognes, perfumes, and fragrances. Nothing smells as fresh, nothing smells as clean, nothing smells as prosperous as the scent, the unmistakable scent of industry. Found whatever smells are sold. Great Barlow leading off, and he is able to outrun the throw. Well, it was hit to, it got right past Artel, and it had to be chased down by Jake Stakehouse, still to the dirt, but a leadoff single for Greep Barlow, his first hit of the game, and he's going to steal on the first pitch of Murky Goodbar's at bat. A strike down the middle, so 1-1 the count now. Barlow has a .421 average, so the first hit of the game in his 3rd at bat is actually quite surprising. Nearly got picked off by Artel and Coke Can Lloyd. Goodbar with a single up the middle. Parker retrieves it, and his throw holds Barlow at 3rd. No outs. Pickles Dilhaffel represents the tying run here in the bottom of the 7th. You're listening to Radio WIP, the sounds of Philadelphia and the sounds of the Philadelphia Brown Trousers. My name is Mutton Curtis. This is game number 32 of the 90-game Continental League season. This is in the 1921 season.
No, that's inside.
The Philadelphia Brown Trousers, top of the league at the moment.
No, that's inside.
Riding a 2-game winning streak. Taking on the Baltimore-Washington Grasshoppers, who are in 4th place. 5 games out of 1st place. On a 3-game losing streak themselves. Dilhaffel lines it out to Jake Stakehouse, but the runners stay at 1st and 3rd, 1 away.
Nope.
Chunky Junkets, 1 for 2 today with a single and a strikeout in his last at bat. The catcher, former Charleston Crow, was signed by the Brown Trousers. After batting .409 in 6 games this year, he was not too great last year. 222, and he's going to hit into a fancy Dan double play to end the inning. Well, that stops the momentum for the Brown Trousers. It puts a 0 on the board for them yet again. Art Hell has gone 7 straight innings of shutout baseball against the top team at the moment in the Continental League. That is impressive for that rookie. Chunk Dimwitty gets the first out by retrieving that hit by Pope Lactavius the 3rd. Throw in time to Goodbar, and here is Coke Can Lloyd, 1 for 3 today. Ending the inning before was a Fancy Dan double play, brought to you by Fancy Dan Follicle Products. Put more fop in your coif with Fancy Dan. They have styling salves, gelatin-based hair treatments, and of course the ever-popular crimping powder. Don't be a Mitchell, be a Fancy Dan. Hope Can Lloyd is going to be on with the 2nd hit of the day, batting .261 this season. That's actually quite good for him. 2 hits today, 2 for 4. His stat line will read is Jake Stakehouse yet to get a hit today. 0 for 3 for the man batting .281 with 10 home runs and 27 runs batted in. He was chasing that lead for the home run leaders this season, but Boob Haxons in Chicago has just opened up 16 home runs. He has a 4 home run lead over Greet Barlow, of course, of the Brown Trousers, who has 12 on the season. And he looks like, and that's going to be a stolen base. Well, it does put Lloyd on third, but 2 outs. And that is a line drive right to the glove of Greet Barlow. Parker records the 3rd out. And the fielding of the Brown Trousers definitely helped them out, getting the stolen base of Jake Stakehouse, and then great fielding by Greet Barlow to put a 0 on the board for the Grasshoppers. Now the Brown Trousers need to do it at the business end of this, as it were. Well, Crump is not going to get it that time. That will be he will not get his 2nd Continental League hit by popping that one up for out number 1. Chunk Dimwitty still looking for his 1st hit today. And he's going to get it. It's going to be a single lining down past the glove of Lactavius. Fielded by Rip Wales. And Rash Dealer now takes the plate. Dealer batting .286 this season. And he's going to hit it into a Fancy Dan to end the inning. Fancy Dan brought to you by Fancy Dan Follicle Products. Put more fop in your coif with Fancy Dan. All the hair treatments, ointments, and salves to give your hair that shimmer, sheen, glimmer, and gleam. And B. Mitchell, be a Fancy Dan. Gravy Train faces Truss Grundleson to start the top of the 9th. The closing pitcher for the Brown Trousers coming in. Gravy Train has a 2-0 record. 4 saves this season, an ERA of .374, 8 strikeouts in 21 2/3 innings pitched. And that goes right past the glove of Pickles Dillhoffel. It's going to be extra bases for Truss Grundleson. Dillhoffel does not make the catch. And Grundleson is on with the leadoff double for Dollop O'Daisy, his home run. Took the score from 2-0 to 3-0 in the 7th inning. However, he's going to pop it up to Chunk Dinwiddie, who had to take a step onto the grass. 1 away here in the top of the 9th. This game going by very quickly. Wouldn't say it's a pitcher's duel. We've had quite a lot of hits, but fielding has been the name of the game today. Excellent fielding, excellent defensive baseball played by both teams. And the Grasshoppers to break a 3-game losing streak, but well, they're going to try to get, no, they are able to get, well, Rip Wales takes 2nd on the throw, gets a single. However, Truss Grundleson is caught out on a wonderful throw from Greet Barlow all the way down to Chunky Junkets, and it's 2 outs. So again, it could have been 4-0, but wonderful fielding, wonderful defensive baseball by the Brown Trousers today. Well, for Brown Trousers fans, we are hoping that Piano Legs Johnson, yes, he strikes him out. And now it is all to play for the bottom of the 9th. Presumably, well, Othell, it will be Gauze Blacksmith.
Nope, that's high.
Gauze Blacksmith has been sort of a designated pinch hitter for the Brown Trousers. A .333. He's got 2 hits from 6 at-bats this season.
Out.
And he will pop that up for out number 1. Top of the order, however, it is Willie Pregnant and Greet Barlow behind him. Othell looking for a complete game. Not only that, but a complete game shutout. He is now 1 out away as that goes to Cook. Can Lloyd throw is in time to O'Daisy. And what a game we have witnessed. 8 2/3 innings of shutout baseball for Othell. Greet Barlow, the only one that stands in his way. 5 hits allowed, 3 strikeouts. A grounded to Oh, Daisy steps on the bag, and that will do it for the game. Well, a rare case, we can say, as the Philadelphia Brown Trousers suffer their 10th loss of the season. The visiting side, in fact, that is only the second home loss of the season. Is that correct? Take it back. That's misread that. Excuse me. So beg your pardon as that. But the Philadelphia Brown Trousers suffer their 10th loss of the season. They dropped to 22-10. Remain in first place, of course, the Baltimore-Washington Grasshoppers. Well, let's get to the Baltimore as it is. The final score of this game: the Baltimore-Washington Grasshoppers got the win with 3 runs scored from 9 hits. The Philadelphia Brown Trousers scored 0 runs from 5 hits in this game. Box score will be in your afternoon newspapers. We'll check your post tomorrow for that. Of course, not much to report back on the Brown Trousers. They were not able to get the run support they needed today. But it was a defensive played game on both sides. The winning pitcher, Art Hell, 5 hits allowed, 3 strikeouts, a complete game shutout. And some days you just have to tip your cap and say, couldn't get it off of him today, so Art Hell had a career day for him, a day he will remember. I believe that's got to be his first complete game. He goes to 3-1. Jeffety Rimps, who we will hope is doing all right. We certainly hope for the best of Jeffety Rimps. He is recorded with the loss, going 2 2/3 innings, 2 earned runs allowed, 1 strikeout, 4 hits allowed. His record will drop to, and I'm looking at my statistics again, 2-4. But of course, we hope for a speedy recovery from Jeffety Rimps. We hope that he is quite all right after taking that line drive to the facial region. But that is the dangers of playing this game. This sport is not for the weak-willed and weak-minded. But we certainly hope. We hope for the best for Jeffety Rimps. We will report that back to you as soon as we can. The finest dandies of the day are brought to you by the Honeywheat Tobacco Company, bringing you fresh, hand-rolled cigarettes grown in the fabled tobacco roads of the Carolinas. Any time is a good time for a Honeywheat cigarette. They can be enjoyed at the office, at the home office, at the ballpark, at the local public house, or just whenever you would like to enjoy a Honeywheat cigarette. Well, they sponsor the finest dandies of the day for this and for every game of the 1921 Continental League season. The 3rd finest dandy of the day is Dollopo Daisy from the Baltimore-Washington Grasshoppers, as will the 2nd and 1st finest dandies. Dollopo Daisy going 1-for-4 with a home run. Truss Grundleson is the 2nd finest dandy of the day, going 2-for-4 with 2 doubles and an RBI to his name. Art Hell, who else could it be? He is the finest dandy of the day. He gets a complimentary carton of Honeywheat cigarettes. He goes complete game, 5 hits, 3 strikeouts. He is your finest dandy of the day, brought to you by the Honeywheat Tobacco Company, who humbly request that you smoke wheat every day. Well, as we look at the schedule, the Brown Trousers cannot, they have the final game of the series tomorrow. And on the mound for the Brown Trousers will be Moose Mossage, the ace pitcher, taking on Greasy Neaton. I believe it'll be Greasy Neaton. I will have to confer with my notes. I think unless the Baltimore-Washington Grasshoppers, that is the projected starter at least, based on their rotation as it were. But of course, things can always change. My understanding is that Moose Mossage will be on the mound for the Brown Trousers. I don't think that will have changed. But as I look at it, I take a look at, they do have Aubrey Bona as well as an option. I know left-hander Spruce Mouthman pitched last night. He's probably not in the cards for it. So it might be Aubrey Bona It might be Greasy Neaton. I will be sure to know about that. And, of course, as always, you can hear that game here on Radio WIP. But that will do it for this game. We thank you all for listening. The Brown Trousers suffer a rare defeat. They fall to 22-10. The Baltimore-Washington Grasshoppers now 4 games out of first place, of course, held by the Brown Trousers, at 18-14, with the final game of this 3-game series to go tomorrow. That is it for our broadcast. Thank you all for listening. We are signing off here from 30th Street Park. My name is Mutton Curtis, and I wish you a good evening. Keep your head high and your trousers brown.